My 13-year-old acts like a puppy again. Almost overnight, she's a different dog.
Perfect poops.
When people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog, the effects can seem like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's simply real meat and vegetables with all the nutrients dogs need, instead of highly processed pellets. No tricks, just smarter, healthier pet food delivered in packs portioned for your dog. It's amazing what real food can do. Get 50% off your first order at thefarmersdog.com/no-magic.
It's back. Odyssey's Oceanfront Concerts on the sands of Virginia Beach, April 26th through 28th, with performances by Juicy J, and Elite Chopper, along with T Grizzly, Skilla Baby, 310 Baby, and Shorty Shorty. A full weekend of entertainment going down Oceanfront with DJs, food, and more. Odyssey's Oceanfront Concerts. Get your tickets now at OdysseyOceanfrontConcerts.com. That's AUDACY, OceanfrontConcerts.com. Yeah.
Showtime. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show, starring Bob Lutz.
Jeff has made a life of being himself, and look what it's got him. He's on a TV show at 12:30. You know what they used to put? Beep at that time.
Jeff Lutz.
Here's why I've gone vegan. It's not really like the milk or the eggs themselves. It's what milk and eggs are put into.
If you ask me, that stuff rots your brain.
97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Stand by for action.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2, the Bob and Jeff Show, KFH Radio. We've got 12 minutes or so to play a game, so let's get right to it. Max?
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
All right, it is time to play the game here, as we do on most Tuesdays. What's the game, Jeff? Max Power is going to participate. I'll kill him, and we'll move on.
Max is going to participate. We're going to not get through many of these, but we'll do our best. We're going to do it like the Hall of Fame game, like Jason did, only this is, I have the list of the top 200 cities by population in the United States. I'm going to give you a state. You're going to go back and forth naming them. You get a point for one. If you miss, the other person gets to continue.
The top how many cities
200.
in the state?
It's the how many in the state are in the top 200 in population in the state.
So we got to name the city.
Yes. And
well, there's going to be some states that don't have any.
Well, then I won't say those. Good grief.
What a terrible game. Max?
You're smarter than you appear to be sometimes, I hope. All right, we're going to start in Florida. And Max is going to go first. You can name any city, Max, that you believe is in the top 200 in population from Florida.
Miami.
That's correct.
Tampa.
That is correct.
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale is on the list, yes.
Orlando.
Yes. Hold on 1 second, Max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you've named 4. There are 9 left.
Daytona.
Incorrect.
Oh, too bad, Max.
Incorrect.
Jacksonville.
Yes.
Tallahassee.
Yes.
Gainesville.
Yes.
Then it gets a little Pensacola.
Pensacola is not correct.
Well, I still ran.
St. Petersburg, Port St. Lucie, Cape Coral, Hialeah, Pembroke Pines, Hollywood were the ones not named.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
What's the score after one round?
5-2.
This game's over.
Let's go to North Carolina, where there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do I get to start?
You do get to start this time.
Charlotte.
Yes.
North Carolina.
Max.
I'm not a big fan of the South, you know.
Well, I'm sorry.
I can't think of any cities in North Carolina. I can't think of any cities in North Carolina, which is really sad.
That is kind of sad.
It is.
How many seconds does he get?
5.
Get him off. He doesn't want to.
I can't think of any. I really can't. Outside the one Bob said.
Yes.
North Carolina, huh?
Yeah. 5 more.
Winston-Salem.
Yes.
These are top 200 population cities.
In the United States of America.
Durham.
Yes.
Wilmington.
No. You got Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro, Durham,
Ah.
Winston-Salem, Fayetteville, and Cary.
How do you tell the
I should've
difference between
gotten
North and South Carolina?
I should have gotten Greensboro.
Because there aren't many in South Carolina. Let's go to sort
What's
of
the
to
score?
It's 9-2. Let's go to sort of Max's neck of the woods. And let's do Arizona, Max, and you get to start.
How many are
Phoenix.
there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Really?
Yes.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is correct.
Tucson.
Yes.
Flagstaff.
Sorry, Max.
Peace.
Tempe.
Yes.
Scottsdale.
Yes.
Glendale.
Yes.
Well, I'm just killing this.
You're doing better than Max.
These are all around Phoenix. I'd have to say
5.
Surprise.
Yes.
Boy, then it gets a little more difficult. Yuma.
No.
Okay.
Phoenix, Tucson, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Glendale, Scottsdale, Peoria, Tempe, and Surprise.
I should have gotten Mesa.
Probably.
What's the score now?
14-3.
Poor Max. This is a terrible category for Max.
It isn't his best.
This is stuff I love.
I know, but you can't just do it by yourself, right? Let's try Virginia, Max.
Oh, tough one.
This is, I think, you start, Bob.
This is a tough one.
It's not easy.
Roanoke.
Incorrect. Max.
Wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute.
Max, go until you miss with Virginia.
Sweet Virginia. Oh. Yeah,
5 seconds.
I have no. I couldn't. I should know something, but I don't.
Well, can I go
No.
back?
You both missed. Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Arlington, Richmond, Norfolk, Newport News,
Wait a minute.
and Alexandria.
Let me look up. Are you sure Roanoke is not?
Is it on the list?
Wait a.
If it's not on the list, it's not in the top 200. You can Google and search everything you want, but you're only wasting time in this game when.
It's got 100,000 people in it.
Yeah, that's top 200.
Next.
I'm gonna go California. There's a bunch.
Oh, Max, you got to tear this up.
You start, Max.
Oh, Los Angeles.
Yes,
San Francisco.
correct.
Sacramento.
Yes,
San Diego.
yes.
I don't know what that's. Anaheim.
Max.
Anaheim.
Anaheim's got to be there.
Come on now.
No.
You can,
Unless I missed it. Look up the population of Anaheim. Because
He used to be
according
ranked
to
separate
my
from
list,
Los Angeles in the ratings book.
Anaheim has 344,000 people.
all right, well then I must have missed it or something.
Well, please don't miss things.
Well, I just said, Matt, you're up.
Now you've got me all confused.
Well, don't be
I don't
confused.
even remember. What have I said?
San Diego and San Francisco, as far as I remember.
Oakland.
Yes.
Long Beach.
I
mean, surely Long Beach.
I don't believe that's on the list.
It has an airport. for
Surely
God's sakes.
Long Beach.
Yeah, it's there. I see it. I
451,000.
see it right there. You're up.
Santa Barbara.
It's small. SB small.
No.
I,
Max, go until you miss.
All I can think of is counties.
Well, give me cities.
San Clemente.
No.
Santa Barbara was a dumb guess.
Santa
Los
Barbara's
Angeles,
small.
San Diego, San Jose, San Francisco, Fresno, Sacramento, Long Beach, Oakland, Bakersfield, Riverside, Stockton, Irvine, Santa Ana, Chula Vista, San Bernardino, Fremont, Modesto, Fontana, Moreno Valley, Santa Clarita, Oxnard, Huntington Beach, Glendale, Ontario, Elk Grove, Rancho Cucamonga, Santa Rosa, Oceanside, Garden Grove, Lancaster, Corona,
All right,
Roseville,
next
Salinas,
state. Nobody
Palmdale,
wants to hear that.
Sunnydale, Hayward, Escondido, and
That's
Visalia.
killing the
Elk
show.
Snout.
No, it's not.
I've been to Elk Snout. Oh my God, I can't believe that's on that list.
Let's do Illinois.
What's the score?
17-7.
All right, I go first.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah. Max isn't going to get any of these, unfortunately. There are 5.
Decor.
Illinois is tough.
It is tough. What'd you say, Max?
Decor.
No. Go.
Illinois is tough.
It is tough.
I'm struggling to think.
I think Chicago's like the only one in the top 100.
Evanston.
No.
I don't believe you.
You have Chicago, Aurora, Naperville, Joliet, and Rockford.
Almost said Joliet. And almost said Bloomington Normal.
Max,
Should've
Tennessee.
Knoxville.
Yes.
Nashville.
Yes. Max is struggling.
We got one more state after this. How long are you giving it?
5 seconds.
Yeah. Tobacco Road.
Memphis.
Yes.
3
more.
Good grief. Murfreesboro.
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not a shame.
I don't know.
Chattanooga
I should have gotten
and
that.
Clarksville.
And I should have gotten both of those.
Let's finish out with Texas. There are a bunch.
All right, Max goes first. What's the score? Gotta update the people.
21-8.
I'm getting killed. I have no chance. Dallas.
You do not. What?
Dallas.
Yes.
Houston.
Yes.
Fort Worth. Is that the, or is they
Yes,
consider-
that's correct.
Okay.
San Antonio.
Correct.
Austin.
Of course, that's correct.
Yes. I was making sure it's on the list.
Amarillo.
Amarillo is correct.
Corpus Christi.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Coastal Bend.
Frisco.
I've typed it. There it is. Yes.
Brownsville.
Brownsville is correct.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Max. El Paso.
Correct.
Laredo.
Laredo. I think
Max
that's
must have looked this one
that's
up.
correct.
I didn't.
Max, did you?
I swear. I'm
You're
not.
like a genius on Texas.
That is
Couldn't
bizarre.
name a city in California.
I named a few.
How many more are there?
A bunch.
I'll say Denton.
Yes. Max.
Where's Buddy Holly from? Buddy Holly City. Lubbock.
Yes, that's correct. Max is killing it in Texas.
Galveston.
Galveston is not correct.
I don't believe you.
Max, go until you miss.
I think I ran out of Texas places. Yeah.
You got, here's the list: Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, El Paso, Arlington, Corpus Christi, Plano, Lubbock, Laredo, Irving, Frisco, Garland, McKinney, Grand Prairie, Amarillo, Brownsville, Killeen, Denton, Waco, McAllen, Mesquite,
Waco.
and Pasadena.
Waco.
Should've
Oh,
gotten
yeah,
Waco.
David, correct. You
Final
should've known
score, 27-15.
There you go.
Yeah.
Another victory for yours
that.
truly.
I covered the spread.
You did. I had you at -13.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk track and field with Destiny Masters. She is a tremendous pentathlete with a great story. She'll join the show next.
My 13-year-old acts like a puppy again. Almost overnight, she's a different dog.
Perfect poops.
When people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog, the effects can seem like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's simply real meat and vegetables with all the nutrients dogs need, instead of highly processed pellets. No tricks, just smarter, healthier pet food delivered in packs portioned for your dog. It's amazing what real food can do. Get 50% off your first order at thefarmersdog.com/no magic.
It's back. Odyssey's Oceanfront Concerts on the sands of Virginia Beach, April 26th through 28th, with performances by Juicy J and Elite Chopper, along with T Grizzly, Skilla Baby, 310 Baby, and Shorty Shorty. A full weekend of entertainment going down Oceanfront with DJs, food, and more. Odyssey's Oceanfront Concerts. Get your tickets now at OdysseyOceanfrontConcerts.com. That's AUDACY, OceanfrontConcerts.com.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Destiny Masters joins us on the hotline. She is a junior track and field athlete at Wichita State, specifically a pentathlete, and she has an amazing story. Destiny, welcome to the show. Thank you for being on with us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So these are very appealing stories, this kind of these athletes who really find themselves at some point in their journey. You were a track and field athlete at Blue Stem High School. Certainly we could not have forecast what you have become in one of the finest pentathletes in the country. So tell us how this transformation came about. What happened when you got to Wichita State that has turned you into this really, really good pentathlete?
I think getting here from a small high school, it really kicked my butt. And I realized, like, I am not as good as I thought I could be. So I think that really made me train harder, and having Coach Rainbolt, my current coach, just be the coach he is, and very kind-hearted, and giving me time to develop as an athlete, I think really pushed me to become the athlete.
You believed in you strongly and felt like you could get to this point. Was that always kind of something you were sure about?
To be 100% honest, absolutely not. No, I was not planning on doing track out of high school. I didn't plan on doing any sports. Even getting here my first year, I was like, I don't belong here. I'm not good enough. I was one of the worst athletes on the team. Like, you could even ask Coach Rainbolt that. He said he was worried about me. But I think just giving me time to develop as an athlete, I decided I don't like to lose, and I just put my motivation into it, and my mind just took off, you know?
Talking with Destiny Masters from Wichita State Track and Field. So you had a good high school career. I don't know that we would look at it and say, wow, but you had a good high school career. But how did you end up at Wichita State? And then you mentioned kind of how it's taken off, but is there a specific moment in time where something clicked for you?
So my high school career, I wouldn't say, it was not wow. There was nothing that was incredible about it at all. I high jumped 5'6" one time, and that got me to Wichita State. And I had a great high school coach my sophomore year, the year I actually did track in high school. And he reached out to the coach here, and we decided to set me up on a visit, even though I was fully not convinced on coming here as a track athlete, because I again didn't think I was going to be good enough at all. But we decided to do the visit anyways, and I decided I really liked the school, and I liked the atmosphere and the coaches. All of them seemed so great, and so I decided to come here. And I think the specific moment I decided I wanted to be good was at a track meet, and I was in Arkansas. I believe it was Arkansas, and I got in a little bit of a fight with one of my teammates. she was being very rude, and I decided that I was going to beat her. I put my anger into it. I did really well, and I PR'd in the hurdles. And at that point, I thought like, I want to do that every time. I want to do that. I want to feel good after that race, after each jump. And I think after that, it just kind of started getting better and better. even though that sounds not like a great story right there.
Wait,
It
whatever
is a
it
great
takes.
story.
Whatever it takes. So I'm not crazy,
Yeah.
right? The pentathlon is throws also, javelin and shot put.
Yes, the heptathlon has the javelin in it, and the pentathlon has just the shot put. But the hep has
Okay,
both.
and yeah, you're obviously a strong runner. You can jump. What was it like adapting to those throwing events?
Oh, I have videos in my phone, and it was very rough from the beginning. Learning it was a process for sure, but it's a very technical event, both the javelin and the shot put, but it just takes time to develop, and once you figure out how to throw it out there, you just have to put more and more power behind it, and it just starts to develop even better.
Destiny Masters is our guest. She was a All-American during the indoor pentathlon season, finishing 6th nationally in that event. It's just remarkable where you've come. So you know that at some point in your life, maybe it's already happening, you're going to be asked to come speak to young people about inspiration and not giving themselves limits and figuring out how to reach the ultimate success that they're capable of reaching. What would you tell young people, or what have you told young people who maybe don't believe they can do something?
I have been asked this question before, and it's hard because each person is so different, and everyone is just so unique. So they all have different mindsets, and like my mindset's very determined and tough, and I am hard on myself. But you truly do set your own limits. Like if you want to go out and do something and someone says you can't, you're the one setting that limit for yourself. If you decide, oh, I can't, you're not going to. If you decide you can, you have a very strong possibility that you can achieve your goal. So you said it.
So have you had conversations with your parents? Because I think you have the coolest name ever, but could they have put any more pressure on you? Destiny Masters. Hey, go out and master your destiny, Destiny. I mean, that's got to be tough to live up to on some level.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, I love my name. I'm very happy with my parents for naming me Destiny. Destiny Masters. Yeah, it looks good on the jersey too.
It does.
It's better than Bob. So congratulations. Destiny Masters is our guest, Wichita State Track and Field. So, with someone like you who obviously sees no limitations, what can you accomplish? You still have a year of eligibility left. You've got all spring. What are you looking to accomplish? What areas of improvement are you focused on? What events do you want to, pardon the pun, master in the next year or so?
Honestly, I am so tough on myself that I think I have so much improvement to do in each event I do. All 7 of them I can improve a lot in. Like, I don't think there's a certain event that needs more improving than the others. I think I can push the line and the limit in all of them. But again, I'm very tough on myself.
Well, that's okay. It's a formula that works, Destiny. So when you do all 7 of these events, how difficult is that mentally to keep them all on the front burner? Because as a pentathlete or a heptathlete, that's something you obviously have to do. You can't let any of them slide. You can't say, well, I can sacrifice here and get better there. So how do you keep them all in the as a priority?
So are you asking like about in the middle of like a heptathlon, like how I'm processing all of it, or like practice?
No, just in general, just being this kind of an athlete, a heptathlete, how do you keep them all important to you?
I mean, you just gotta base day off. Your whole week is basically planned out already for you. Like events, you have like about 3 events a day, and you just gotta think, this is the event I'm focused on. Nothing else matters right now. And once that event practice is over, you move on to the next one, and then that's the one that's your main focus. And you got to keep your emotions in check most of the time.
I guess what I'm at, if I was a heptathlete and I was really good at 6 of the events and terrible at the 7th, I'd probably not focus as much on the 7th, even though that's probably where the area of focus should be.
Yeah. The events that aren't the best, you definitely should put more focus on. But as a heptathlete, it is really hard to focus on one event more than the others. Because if you so our last event is the 800. If I put most of my focus on the 800, I'm just going to be drained. Like you can only do so many running workouts a week. You can only throw so many times a week. Like you have to balance it out no matter what.
So you talked about kind of controlling your emotions. I was curious about that because you say you're hard on yourself. I'm sure there's pretty strong emotions that go into the conversations you have with yourself in your head. You talked about wanting to beat someone who was kind of rude. There's probably a little bit of anger or some level of aggression there. How do you channel all that? Is anger a thing that works for you, or do you find that you have to kind of let that subside to do well?
I think anger is definitely a motivator for me, and I get so hard on myself that, so in the high jump, I usually do make my 3rd attempt jump because I'm so mad at myself for letting myself get to the 3rd attempt. So I use that, and I tell myself I have no other way. You have to make this. It is you put yourself in this position. So anger is definitely a motivator for me, and I can use it a lot better than I have seen other athletes use it.
Well, it's a great story. You've had an incredible shocker career. It's not nearly over. We look forward to following it. You're at Cessna Stadium, your home this weekend, to compete in the KT Woodman Classic. Destiny, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Destiny Masters from Wichita State. All right.
You want to try some more of this game that we played?
It'll be the 3-man booth tomorrow.
Ooh.
No show Thursday. You and Duda Friday.
Really?
We'll see if the
I'm
listenership holds
Friday?
up Friday.
Okay.
What's the next state?
Well, we'll just start at the beginning. Alabama, there's 4.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Mobile.
Yeah.
Tuscaloosa.
No.
What are the other 2?
Huntsville and Montgomery.
Yeah, I should have gotten those.
1 in Alaska.
Anchorage.
1 in Arkansas.
Little Rock.
Colorado has 6.
Denver.
Yep.
Colorado Springs.
Yes.
Pueblo.
No. Aurora, Fort Collins, Lakewood, and Thornton.
Yeah, those are Denver. Listen, whatever.
2 in
Next.
Connecticut.
Hartford.
No.
Baloney.
No. Hartford not on the list.
That's crazy.
Bridgeport and New Haven.
Well, I was going to say New Haven after Hartford.
5 in Georgia.
Atlanta.
Yes. You know all these.
Well, I may know some of them.
Well, let's go.
Athens.
No, come on.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Let me think for a second. Augusta.
Yes.
Give me a hint. A letter. First letter.
C.
Columbus.
M.
M?
Yeah.
M?
Yeah.
In Georgia.
Yeah.
Give me the second letter.
A.
Give me the third.
C.
Macon.
Macon.
And what's the
S.
Give me the second letter.
A.
Savannah, of course.
1 in Hawaii.
Honolulu.
1 in Idaho.
Boise.
2 in Indiana.
Ooh, that's tough. Indianapolis and oh, that's hard. Bloomington.
Fort Wayne.
Ah, darn
1 in
it.
Iowa.
I should have gotten that one. Des Moines.
4 in Kansas.
4 in Kansas?
Yes.
Wichita.
Yes.
Overland Park.
Correct.
Kansas City.
Yes.
Topeka.
Olathe.
Olathe.
2 in Kentucky.
Lexington. and Louisville.
Yes, these are top 200 cities by population in the United
it's about
States.
time you mentioned it.
4 in Louisiana. You will get 3. You won't get the 4th.
New Orleans, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, and Alexandria.
Metairie.
Darn it.
1 in Maryland.
Baltimore.
3 in Massachusetts.
Oh, my goodness. That Max, Boston.
Yes.
Give me a hint. First letter.
W.
Worcester.
Worcester.
And yes.
What's the next one?
Where
Give
the
me
game of basketball was
Springfield.
Springfield.
Yes.
I know those.
2 in Michigan.
Detroit. And now it gets tough.
It does.
Detroit, and it's either Ann Arbor or Lansing.
Nope.
Or Grand Rapids.
Yep. 2 in Minnesota.
Minneapolis and St. Paul.
3 in Missouri.
St. Louis, Kansas City. Springfield.
2 in Nebraska.
How good am I doing right now?
You're doing fine.
Lincoln and Omaha.
Not doing Nevada. I don't know any of these cities. 3
What do
in
you mean you don't know any of these cities?
Enterprise, Spring Valley, Sunrise, Manor.
Well, they're all around Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
3 in New Jersey.
Newark.
Yes.
Give me a hint. Piscataway.
No. It's got the name of the state in it, basically.
Jersey City.
Yeah.
And
I think there's a college there. It's not. I don't know which one is.
give me a hint on the
It's got a P in it. Starts with a P.
Princeton.
Patterson. 1 in New Mexico.
Albuquerque.
5 in New York.
Well, New York City.
Yes.
Buffalo.
Yes.
Albany.
No.
You got to be kidding.
No, I'm not.
Brooklyn.
Rochester, Yonkers, Syracuse. 5 in Ohio.
Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Akron, and the 5th in Ohio would be Dayton.
Toledo.
2
in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Easy.
3 in Oregon.
3 in Oregon.
Should be pretty fairly.
Portland.
Yeah.
Eugene.
Yeah.
Corvallis.
Salem.
2
in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, sorry, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
1 in Rhode Island.
1 in Rhode Island.
Yeah, the last resort. 1 in Rhode Island.
What is that city in Rhode Island? Oh, Providence.
2 in South Carolina.
Columbia and Charleston.
1 in South Dakota.
Really?
Yes.
Really? There's 1 in South Dakota?
Yes.
Sioux Falls.
1 in Utah.
Salt Lake City.
5 in Washington.
Really? Seattle? There's 5 in Washington?
5.
Tacoma?
Yep.
Yakima?
Nope.
What are they? Give me a hint.
Gonzaga.
Spokane.
Canada.
Well, I don't know what you mean.
It's city shared with Canada.
Vancouver.
And I don't know how to give you a hint on the last one.
What is it?
Starts with a B.
Next letter.
E.
Next letter.
L.
Bellingham?
Bellevue.
I don't even know Bellevue. You know, the Bellingham Bells used to be a big NBC
They had a big
World Series
oil
team.
spill there once. Or gas leak. Wisconsin has 2.
Milwaukee and Madison.
That's correct.
How would you say I did?
Did good.
How much better did I do than you would have done?
That's tough. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
You do know.
Because I've heard of all those cities, but would I be able to have been...
The answer to
have
that
summoned
question
them?
is no.
I don't know that.
We've experienced enough of you in geography on this
But
show.
I know where cities are. But I doubt I would have come up with like Yonkers or maybe Rochester. I don't know.
What grade would you give me?
It's B+, A- range.
Not an A.
I said A- range.
Well, I thought it went well. Thanks to our guests today, Kevin Saul, Wichita State Athletic Director, Destiny Masters, pentathlete for the Shockers. Good game today from Jeff. enjoyable. Enjoyed it. Tomorrow, it's the three-man booth. We'll be joined by Mike Furchess for his weekly appearance as well. We hope you'll be here. Thanks for listening. Later.
It's back. Odyssey's Oceanfront Concerts on the sands of Virginia Beach, April 26th through 28th, with performances by Juicy J and Elite Chopper, along with T Grizzly, Skilla Baby, 310 Baby, and Shorty Shorty. A full weekend of entertainment going down Oceanfront with DJs, food, and more. Odyssey's Oceanfront Concerts. Get your tickets now at OdysseyOceanfrontConcerts.com. That's AUDACY, OceanfrontConcerts.com.
My 13-year-old acts like a puppy again. Almost overnight, she's a different dog.
Perfect poops.
When people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog, the effects can seem like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's simply real meat and vegetables with all the nutrients dogs need, instead of highly processed pellets. No tricks, just smarter, healthier pet food delivered in packs portioned for your dog. It's amazing what real food can do. Get 50% off your first order at thefarmersdog.com/no magic.